The intro.
It's just that countdown clock. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Elite Koi, and a big welcome to. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Well, thanks for having us, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name is Thibaut Jacobs, and from KoiQuestion. I'm happy to be back at Elite Koi after 2 years, I think.
2 years, yeah. So we've got some fantastic things coming for you, all starting tomorrow. And yeah, it's been a long time coming this, but we finally think that we're there now, aren't we? With the collaboration between the Dutch koi keepers and our koi community here at Elite Koi.
Well, everything revolves around sharing knowledge, really.
Exactly.
But also sharing like the experience, right?
Yes.
Of experiencing the koi hobby.
Yeah, and we had a dream a couple of years ago about doing workshops and bringing that information into the community, which we think we're just about there with it, don't we? We think we're about ready to get started with it. So tomorrow. I mean, we've only got 2 people watching us at the minute, so we won't get too carried away. Good afternoon, Derek. Please say hello in the comments box if you're watching. Certainly, if you're watching from KoiQuestion. There we go. We can see who's watching. There's 2 from Elite Koi. Your followers not here yet, but we've got to admit this is a bit ad hoc, isn't it? We've just done this completely off the record.
Well, I think your channels are used to it. My channel, especially on YouTube, on Facebook, maybe we went live a couple of times, and Instagram we do regularly, but YouTube actually not. So So it's quite new to our following, but we're just trying things, and that's what it's all about.
See how it goes. So remember, fire your questions in. One of the big things tomorrow, of course, is as many of you know, Elite Koi. We run a photo show. We run 3 photo shows every year, and that culminates in a grand champion. So all the winners from the previous 3 photo shows go to a public vote with you guys that are subscribed to Elite Koi. You'll get an email to vote on your favourite fish, and tomorrow's the big day when the fish is going to be unveiled. Now, as well as that, then alongside the Elite Koi photo show, KoiQuestion, Thibaut's also going to be. You've also been judging some fish for your award.
Sure, yeah.
The KoiQuestion award.
Yeah.
And
we did it. We started in the spring, right?
That's right.
We did I awarded the very special. I thought was it a Quebeco.
Yes.
And then I said I would like to award the Quebeco because of its quite rare.
Yes.
And this quality. And then you said, but it started out as not as a Quebeco at all.
It started its life as a Quebeco. And if you, I think I could even get the video up where that fish sold at auction. Yeah. And funny enough, it was one of our other judges, Paul Mack. Paul Mack from the Yorkshire section BKKS. He's the one who lays the Great British Koi Show on, and he actually identified that fish as being something quite special and quite rare.
You know, the remarkable thing is usually when you have an Quebeco or something that loses his red or loses the pigmentation, that you can see it as being this dirty color, you know, like you can see it. Like it's a quality loss. But this fish is totally is as yellow as a bird. I mean,
should we show the guys it? I don't know if Deck's in the background as always. Deck's in the office.
Yeah, we got it up there.
So this is the Quebeco. This is the fish that for you was the best fish in the whole competition in every category.
We did awarded in each category. I told you what my preference was, but overall every contest I award with a special KoiQuestion award, which is I like a koi where we can learn from as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is an inspiring fish. Has a very clean head. Body structure is good. The Benny isn't all over the sumi isn't all over the fish, but it has this nice, really big sumi patch on the shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just for a backhoe. That's the most important space to have it. But also the latter one on the tail on the Ozutsu is just bringing balance back to it. And overall, it's just less is more. A fish that really calls out the term less is more, but the overall key quality is very consistent.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was quite amazed that it actually didn't start out as a key backhoe.
Yeah.
But yeah, nevertheless, people are always looking for key backhoe or key utsuri with a real yellow, and this one has a real yellow. But did we know that the real yellow started out as red?
No, we're going to show the guys and girls. Anybody who's watching, you can always catch back up on this. So the stream for this will go live on YouTube. It'll stay up on YouTube, and also Facebook. It'll be there for 30 days, I think. So if you want to look back at anything we're discussing, you can do.
Yeah.
Just interestingly, when you started off by saying that was quite a rare koi, I've only ever seen 3 key backhoes in my lifetime as keeping koi. That was the first one. The second one was at the All Japan Koi Show back in January last year.
Yeah, you were
this
there,
year.
right? Great
And
story.
I saw one very, very similar fish, a little bit larger. And do you know where the third one is? It's in Pond 11 in the stash pond, and that's waiting for the Christmas Eve auction. It's going to be a fantastic fish.
All right.
And actually, Deck spotted that one. And would you believe it came in from a Marahiro box, mixed box of fish?
All right. No.
Didn't we? Deck spotted it. He said, "I've seen that in there. That's going to be kept in
Yeah,
there."
it's great. Actually, from Murray Hero as well.
Yes.
Even from the key backhoe. I mean, I've never seen one single variety, no matter how rare, that doesn't grow from Murray Hero.
Exactly.
So you can guess it will grow.
Yeah.
So I think this fish is really really nice, and I would love to see it develop, even because this was in spring, right?
This was
so
in
it had
springtime.
so it did have a grow season. The owner, right?
Yeah. So we've got in touch. He's coming along tomorrow for your workshop.
Does he know I wanted to bring a picture on that. Oh, it's now. It's now what time?
We'll get in touch with him.
He can still catch it and make a new picture
in the morning if he needs to. Let's show the folks at home how that fish started out. So can you flick up the backhoe as it was when it got sold, please, Deck? This is pretty mind-boggling. Just give them 2 minutes in the background. So welcome everybody. We've got Craig's watching, Paul Whitman. Good afternoon.
Yeah. So already to the everyone watching, I want to ask you guys, okay, we're maybe now discussing some fish. I'm really anxious to hear all about Elite Koi, what you've been up to. But tomorrow I'll be hosting a workshop here and recognizing future potential in young koi. And when you have a question now that you want me to address tomorrow, something that you're really interesting to know and to find out about, like sumi placement, development, body structure, skin quality, just hit it up in the comments, and then we'll take it along with us in the preparations.
Yeah, and that'll give us a chance to go and find what it is
fish
that the guys want to learn about in terms.
So we can get some fish in the bowl that will actually address this thing that you want to learn.
Yeah.
So this way we can make it more interactive, of course, and bring people to them the knowledge that they really want to learn about.
Yeah, definitely. One question that you asked when I was speaking to you a couple of weeks ago, and you said you wanted to find out what people thought made a jumbo tosai. Mm-hmm. So why? Because not so that we can kind of like label a jumbo tosai as that, but to understand what people think a jumbo tosai represents.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic because jumbo tosai is like this huge term that really got put out there on the shelf. Like if it's not jumbo tosai, it isn't any good.
Yeah,
Yeah. But first of all, what is a jumbo tosai? Is it a fish that is only younger than 12 years old? Is it a fish that hasn't had 2 summer cycles?
Yeah.
So that's the age is one thing. And then the size. When is a fish a jumbo tosai? Is it when it's 25? Is it 30? Is it 35 cm? So it's been used as a very commercial label to put it in. And nobody knows really what we're talking about. And this is the thing. It's not about putting the truth out there like, oh, this is a jumbo tosai and nothing else can be a jumbo tosai. It's about create a common understanding and consciousness about what you're talking about.
Yes.
And then the second thing is what is a jumbo tosai? Is it just a really fast growing koi, and can we expect to grow it large? in the future, because I don't think it's that easy.
No,
You
or
need-
will it continue that growth that it's shown in the early years?
you
Yeah.
still got to look at the body shape, the variety, the breeder, the bloodline, the and of course it doesn't only depend on the genetics. It's also like where is it kept in?
Yeah, the environment that it's kept in and all that. Yeah, because a good fish, or even it could be ruined if it's not kept in the right environment.
Yeah, of course.
But I guess this is where it comes down to the individual koi keeper, what they expect from the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you want to see big fish? Do you want a lot of fish, smaller fish that are nice, colourful, and all this? Some amazing questions coming up.
Yeah,
for sure. So there we go. There we go.
Yeah. There is it.
That is the key Becco. So yeah.
So very interesting. Yeah, because this, when I look at this, the Benny, the red, it looks a little bit see-through, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say, okay, is this gonna be a real red Benny guy? Because a red Akabeko, you know, because that's when you would see this fish, you would not know it's becoming a Quebeco.
Could you foresee that turning into the colour that it turned into?
No. That's the interesting thing. I think most people would leave this koi because they think the Benny wouldn't really pull through, or it isn't just because the color is consistent. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And of course,
the sumi's the same placement. I think there's one, what we would call a shimmy there, which has gone on the Quebec. Dick, what was the date of that image taken, please? You just have to excuse me, folks.
This was like
in the background.
To be sure, this one is like it's been sold like this in the shop.
That was sold like that. So what happened was I think it was at the summer photo show.
2nd of July.
So that was the 2nd of July last year. That image was taken.
2024.
Yeah, and what happened was that fish then, when everybody came for the summer photo show at Elite Koi, Paul Mack identified that as something being quite rare and quite different, and then we sold it in the auction. Fortunately, straight away. And it sold, but none of us anticipated what was going to happen with this fish. So we'll flick it back over. So remember the 2nd of July last year, and then this image was taken in the spring. So, and I know the fish well because that fish stayed with us after it was sold in the auction until it was collected in the spring.
You can see the clarity. Well, what's interesting is that to see if you took a good look in the before picture, is that the sumi, there was sumi in the pectoral fins. And it resided a little bit. You see the sumi and the pectoral fins, like it's darkness and all over the fin. So when we see that retreating, especially with Sanka or Becco, it means the sumi also like gets stronger. You know,
is it consolidating?
Yeah, it's consolidating a lot. But with that, also the rest of the pigmentation, because now the fins are just yellow and still young. It's still see-through in the ends. You know, so that's why I'm very curious about the development of this fish. So. Did it stay yellow or did it?
Yeah, I believe it stayed yellow. Yeah.
So I'm just very curious and about the sumi, how it developed, the body structure looks good. It's just interesting, and that's what the sizes of koi like this. Like it was 20 cm when you sold it, or smaller even.
I think it was about 18. I think it was smaller. Yeah. 22 centimeters.
22 cm.
Yeah.
So those fish at 22 cm, it's really hard to see the future
potential
in there. In every koi, even in Japan, because you don't know the sex. You can't even see it's male or female. And apart from that, it's like so hard to already see in Tosai how the head and the body conformation will become. You know, you need so much information already of the Oyagoi, for example, of the breeder and stuff, like to be able to give it a hunch about what's probably going on.
So in terms of like koi development, it's important to know the genetics or the heritage of the koi. So you can look back at the parents just to give you a little idea, an inkling.
If you asked me like 10 years ago, I'd say it's very, very important. Now I'd say just keep looking at the fish.
Yeah.
Know what you're looking at. Don't be blinded by a bloodline or a fancy name.
Yeah.
Because there's good breeders who breed bad fish, and there are no bad breeders maybe, but there are lesser breeders with lesser known bloodlines who breed very good koi. Yeah, it's all a numbers game, of course,
Yes.
in the end. So it's always important to look into for yourself and to be able to recognize what you're looking at, know what you see. That's why what my workshop is about tomorrow.
Yes, yeah. And
But
see,
it is hard. It is not easy, especially at TOSA. And many dealers forego now the chances of buying TOSI, and especially not growing them, because it is a risk on how they're going to develop. Nisa is way more certain, about how things would go.
I remember asking Patrick at I think it was Patrick who had the Kahaka at the Belgium Koi show. The Miss, I can't remember.
Miss Rose, the owner of the Yamabuki as well. Patrick Marcus.
I remember asking him, at what age would you buy a fish? Because he had that big Yamabuki over, and I'm thinking that's, as he bought that. This side, for me at that time, I thought that you're fairly guaranteed with the Nisai fish of what you was going to get.
Yeah.
He said he won't buy a fish under 4 years old.
No.
So straight up, it's like I say to the guys and girls that come along to Elite Koi, you can take a Tosai. It's a much bigger gamble, but it's a much lower price point for you to take that gamble. When you get to 4 years old, you're paying big money because you're almost assured of what.
Yeah, because you know more what it's gonna be. You can it's because all the small things become bigger things when the koi grows large. That's logical. But when they are small, it's much harder to see the differences between body conformation and the width of the head in regards to the length of the tail and stuff. And when it grows larger, it becomes easier to see.
Yeah.
And but when it grows larger, it's also more expensive to ship the fish, because it's going less koi in a box.
Yeah.
And because you already can see what it's going to be, you can also see the potential. And when buying koi, you always pay for the potential. Yeah, because you can pay the same amount for a very high-end Sanzai or Yunsai as you would pay for it once it grows 80 cm. You always pay for the potential in higher quality, for sure.
Yeah. What do you think because I think you was quite shocked. I said to you that I had the vision of doing the grow-ons quite a few years ago. What do you think to that concept out there?
Yep, the same thing. That it's quite risky, of course, because especially not all varieties, of course. You can order a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. But with the koi hobby, it's different. You order a box of chocolate, which is Chagoi, and then you're pretty sure what you're gonna get. But when you buy Showa, Tosai, and you just put it to grow, you don't know what you're gonna get. They're like these magic gumballs. You never know how they turn out. And that's also important, it is also excitement. It is the hobby that counts, and it's the excitement of how it's gonna develop. And there's a lot of fun in that.
Do you know what I like most about it is that I've got 4.5 months to enjoy them fish now. So I think it's good. The other thing that I found with the guys and girls that are on at the minute, everybody learns at the same pace from them fish. So you might not always get it right, but you learn across 50 different fish and watching them come on for 3 or 4 months. It's amazing. So right, so we better tell the guys and girls what's happening tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got the Grand Champion event. You can still vote on the Grand Champion event. There's an email got sent out if you're signed up to Elite Koi, and it shows there's 12 fish to choose from, and it's all the winners from the Spring Photo Show, Summer Photo Show, and Autumn Photo Show. One person winning at the minute. You can even vote for that Key Becco on there if you want to go through. And we've changed the trophy a little bit this year. I don't know if Deck can just flick that up onto this screen here. So now we've got a lovely piece of glass in the presentation case. Be the one. The winner's name is going to go on a plaque that's going to be attached to the bottom there.
Wow!
But this is for you to keep as well, guys. So we're going to get a nice picture of this. With me shaking your hand, and then we'll keep the picture and you can take the trophy. But that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really do like that.
Yeah.
We do have one other trophy that's still waiting to be given away.
I have to shake a hand too. That's the way actually Chris lured me in a little bit, because he curated created a nice little logo on there. So now I had to come over and hand over it myself.
Yeah.
So now amazing, very lovely made. And tomorrow I'm gonna announce the winner of the autumn koi show for the KoiQuestion award. First one was the Key Becco. And this summer we did one as well, right?
Yes,
we did
one in the summer.
A Tancho Showa.
Yes, so we flashed that up, and I know. There we go. Anybody who's watching, if that's your koi, let me know. Now, I wish it was my koi, that is for sure. This was a beautiful Tancho shower that we purchased from Marahiro Koi Farm this year.
It was, I remember it, because it was my first pick on the Go Sankei for the summer contest, actually. Being one of the judges, of course.
Yes.
But what being one of the judges doesn't mean always I get my vote.
No.
So when it didn't turn up to be victorious, I mean, I think Sanka did, or Deutsche Sanka. What was the summer winner?
I think it was a Deutsch shower, wasn't it? But it wasn't actually a shower. That was a Benny Comunru.
Ah, right.
So
So when I learned about that, I said, okay, this one has to get the award because I really liked. First of all, of course, it is a photo contest.
Yeah.
So I always look into the quality of the picture as well, and this is the composition of the fish is just as I would made it on a koi show.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like furthermore, this fish has a great body conformation. Not already very wide, but it's still a young fish.
Yes, it was a Nisai fish, quite large.
Nisai at most, yeah. So you can really see the elegant positioning, the flow from the head and the gills into the body, and it's very elongated. And this is what you want to see in a young koi. You know, this elongated body structure, and of course it has to build some shoulder, but I'd rather have it a year later because when a koi builds some shoulders, the taiko, the back line becomes wider. So when wider, it has it has more power to carry a wider body.
Yes.
But if a fish grows big, it also has to commence a lot of energy that it feeds within himself into the maintaining of the body.
Yes.
And the weight. And all that energy, it's as logical as that, can't be put in the same in building length.
Yes, yeah. So they're either going to grow lengthwise or bulk-wise, or
they can do both, of course, but it can't use the same energy. It needs whether or to maintain the body weight and structure, or to become more elongated.
Yeah. So, I've got a treat for you actually because we're off to see that fish this week.
Yeah, and it's not a golden rule. I mean, you have several bloodlines. Some, especially like for Matsuwa, first have like becoming body. Traditional Nogami Kohaku first grow in length very much.
Yes.
Then red a body even after Yonsai. The newer bloodlines already from also Nogami also become wider at younger age because it makes more of an impressive Nisai, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's stunning fish, and like I say, I've got a.
And of course, the Benny spot, the Tancho spot is really good as well.
Yeah.
It's bright red, and it is a koi show. Although I'd like to teach, and that, my dear koi hobbyist, is very important. That is a difference in between quality now at a koi show and the quality for the future. So a koi, when you bring it in a koi show, it needs to be perfect now. Or maybe there is no perfect, but it needs to be at its utmost condition at this point.
Yeah.
Whether when you have a koi that is made for the future, might not have already this inked black sumi on it.
Yes.
Yeah, it is still grayish lying underneath because it will become better over time, and maybe when it ages. And of course, if you in the koi industry going for the real prizes at a show, you want the fish to be show ready only when it is in proper size.
Yes. Yeah. So you may be someone like Patrick may buy a 4-year-old koi with the foresight to think, I might have to condition that for 2 years.
Yeah. For example, Miss Rose, Dex wouldn't have it on there right now for the show, but people can Google it on KoiQuestion. Miss Rose, we wrote about it, won a prize in Japan, but there's large Benny patterns on it. And those, if you would see a fish like that, when tosai or even nisai, it would be just so much many pattern going on,
Yeah.
and you have to know how a pattern grows, how a koi grows, in order to be able to foresee how it will develop in the future. It is not that hard, but you have to take the time to learn this.
Yes, yeah.
A little
Definitely.
effort goes a long way in recognizing potential.
And if you can come along tomorrow to see Thibaut's workshop, I fully recommend it. You can see I'm mesmerised by what he said. Last time we was going for about 4 hours at your workshop, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I
What was
like,
that?
but your audience and people here were great. They are so like having these questions, and I'd like to add that it's not me being the expert. It's
No.
not me. Okay, maybe I know my stuff, but most of my knowledge comes, of course, from being a journalist in the koi industry for 15 years now. So I've spoken to and working at a koi farm in Japan, talking to breeders, but also talking to the winners at koi shows all over the world. So this knowledge I bring forth in this workshop. So I just want to be humble and say, it's not me
it's
thinking I know everything. It's just small bits of knowledge I took, and that I think, hey, this is very consistent with each other, and I see things line up. And of course, we got the examples to
show people. I think the great thing is you deliver it in a way that's in England we say in layman's terms. We understand what you're saying to us, even though you're Dutch.
Yeah.
You know, you put it away in such a way that it makes sense. Talking of the KoiQuestion team, haven't you got something to announce?
Yeah, we do have.
Where
we
is
do
it?
have.
Do you reckon he's put his Uchi Benny on yet?
Now we have we are on the verge, KoiQuestion, of doing great things. We are I've been in Japan recently.
Yes.
And really got me back into it because I haven't been in Japan for 6 years. So it was great to and great to be there again, to feel the energy in the Niigata, to get to see some breeders again, and very nice. So this whole last year really inspired me again. After a few years, I took it more easy, and I brought in my son.
Yes.
My son Sam is now 17 years old last week.
Yeah.
And he now takes photographs as well. He was with me at the All England Koi Show. And if you go watch the major awards on our website, KoiQuestion, then some of the major awards are actually taken by my son. So that really makes me proud and makes me want to, made me like, okay, if I'm going to do this again, I want to do it properly.
Yeah.
And one of the most important things is to make KoiQuestion multilingual.
Yes.
So we now really got an English edition up as well.
Yeah.
But we now in total got 9 language editions. But I now want to take it KoiQuestion to the next level in consistency, in professionality and stuff. And but I can't do that alone.
No.
Okay, we always have a team like this passionate hobbyist, but they're also like volunteers and stuff. And I really need people that are right with me in the trenches and delivering on consistency. And I found a guy like that, and he's here with us, so maybe he can come and introduce himself.
I've only just met him this morning. What a guy! I can see it already. I think, Well, it was just
he's running away now. No.
So, there we go. Look, he's coming in.
Heeft iemand Thibaut gezien?
I've been running away from you. How did you find us?
I saw that on Facebook Live. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
I'm Joe.
Have a sit.
Have
a sit right in the middle.
Yeah, it's a big step for me. I have small legs. So, hello guys. I saw you on Facebook Live, and I thought I'd take the ferry to the England to join you.
Well, so with a car like that, I guess you can make it in time. Yeah.
So is that how you first met?
I need to close the door. Oh! I'll leave the door open.
So guys, with me is Joe Wouters.
Yes.
So Joe Wouters, for people who haven't been in the koi world too long, you maybe you don't know, but most of people have seen you, and if not, you have seen your movies, especially because you've been making great video productions for the koi industry, for koi societies in the Netherlands, and also like in the transport industry.
So
maybe you introduce yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Joe, 27 years old, living in the Netherlands, South Holland. And yeah, I had now 8 years a transport company. And for 2 years, I got now my own media company. And yeah, I've been in Koi since I was born. I was born and raised between the Koi.
Yeah, the nice thing about it is actually like I remember it very well. Actually, when I grew up in the Koi hobby, I'm a little bit older than you, man.
A little bit.
Still look
3 years.
especially for the hair grades. But but I did when I started the hobby. Your father was also on there on the forums. I remember his logo was always like that of the head of a train.
Yeah.
Right, because he likes trains. And then we went to England together.
Yeah.
Like 7 years ago to the All England Koi Show.
Yeah.
More than 7. I think
More than 7, even.
8, 9.
Yeah, it was it, and
Yeah.
you were there as well.
Yeah.
With your dad, and so that. But your dad unfortunately passed away 6 years, right?
Yeah, 7 years
6
already.
Yeah. So it has to be more than 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but his dad was a great Koi enthusiastic as well, and for him it was always, because I was still younger and my sons were still younger, so he was an example actually for me, or how they experienced the hobby together. And now I'm at this point where I
same thing.
So it's quite inspiring.
Yeah. The one thing I noticed when I visited you in Holland was when you took me around your brother's place and that. I don't know, Koi keeping's the same, but it was so different. You know, it was so welcoming in Holland. It was good. It was really, really good. And we're looking forward to bringing some of the guys and girls coming over to your shows this year. So just to experience that ourselves.
Yeah, it would be great. We have some shows, you know.
Yeah. So, we just organised another one, have you?
Yeah. We will be organising a second time Koi show Northern Light, Koi show Northern Light, because it is the most northern Koi show we have in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And it's been held for the second time. After a successful first edition, we cancelled this year's edition because of a lack of contestants. People are quite hesitant to participate, and the moment we canceled it, people said, "Oh, but I was gonna enter. I was gonna do my part." And so, but this time, people really stood up. We entered the show. Okay, if you want to have it like in 2026, we have by 7 January, we have to have 25 contestants, and this is the first up, because we didn't even announce it. So this is quite the first time. So we have reached the critical number of 27. I think we're at 25. We're on 27, 28 now. And so that means Koi Show Noorderlicht will be a fact.
And what's the date? Do you know the date yet?
It is the 13th of June. So the middle of June. 2026 in Bakkeveen.
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 Okie dokie. We shall get some trips. Probably come over on the ferry, I think.
Yeah, that would be great. Because the thing about it is like it's a show brought by hobbyists. For hobbyists. Of course, the dealers cooperate in putting it together, which is great to see, and it's a small wink to the Niigata industry, like in the Mushigame, you have the Nagaoka Koi Show.
Yes.
And it is, if you visit Nagaoka Koi Show, if you ever have the chance, just go there a day before or in the morning very early, and you can see all the breeders, all those famous names carry their weight in putting that show together. And I think that's an awesome thing to see. Like, there's no competition amongst them. There is only creating this this stage for their common product to inspire the world. And I think the beautiful thing about the Koi show like that is the vets are apart from each other. You can walk all your way around it. And we have the same setup at the Koi show Noorderlicht. And it's free of entrance, so anyone can come and enter. So that's it's a great great thing.
Do you think it's on the decline, Koi shows, or do you think they're coming back into popularity?
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think so.
I think no, I think there was, of course, we are past the years in which, like the Koi show in Arsen, we had, I mean, at this momentum, it had 22,000 visitors in one weekend, over 3 days. And I think those days are gone. Those days are gone. There's a lot of differentiation, also in hobbies, of course, but also in the span of the summer. a lot of things and activities going on, and I think we there is still enough place for to have these koi shows.
Yeah.
But we have to be humble again in a manner that like having put out there more koi shows that are actually smaller and also being visited by
Hobbyists.
lesser numbers is not a sign of a hobby declining.
No.
Sometimes, like last year, we had two koi shows on the same day. There is a small window, of course, in which we think it is healthy to organize a koi show from spring to end of August.
Yeah.
We can lengthen it a little bit when you go indoors,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
But no, I think to watch good koi, there's always enough people that.
I think sometimes the attraction's taken away from the koi by other things surrounding it, isn't it? When really the koi show is about the koi, and I guess about the owner as well, how they care for the koi, how they present it, all that type of thing. Yeah.
Because of course the internet is also there, and used to have in the days of the koi show having visitors over 20,000 people. Were the days in which you couldn't like every day feast on content about koi on the internet. You had to really live up to the next year to go and watch so many koi live and have this ambience again. And becoming more digital, it's been replaced a little, of course, and people also experience the koi show through, for example, our content. So some people don't feel the need to drive for 3 hours anymore. They can watch it on the screen, which is never going to be the same.
It's not the same, is it? No.
But it is. You can see in the Netherlands, like we have an online koi show. It's held during Christmas or the day after Christmas, 27th something, and that's more popular than ever.
Yeah.
So it does have its advantages as well, with people bringing in their koi, like your photo contest actually.
I think
they don't have any risk of transporting the koi.
This is it. The thing is that then we haven't got the risk either of like if there's any disease spread or anything between the fish while they're here, whatever. It's all because for us to lay on 70 bats, it's impractical here. But with the photo show, what I really like most about the photo show is I'm trying to promote confidence in people handling the fish, so that when they come across a problem, then I know that I'm halfway there if I can get them to put the fish in the bowl and add a little bit of sedate to knock the fish down.
Do you know, Chris, do all of your customers have a koi bowl, a koi sock, and a koi net?
I think all the ones that enter the photo shows definitely do. It's
I think it's very important. Every koi hobbyist, if you have any koi and you want to take care of them, you just need a bowl, you need a proper net, and you need a proper koi sock.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter whether it's a water holding koi sock or not, but you just need a koi sock to handle it
exactly.
properly.
I mean, even as much as the fish is the health of the fish is priority always. Even when I say to the guys and girls when they photograph the fish, try and photograph them over the pond, because if one does jump out, it's going to end up back in the water, not necessarily on the floor where you don't want it. So the ones that are paying attention to what I'm saying, you might see a bit of glare on some of the images or that type of thing. But really, it's done with the benefit of the koi in mind, because you can get an amazing picture if you take the fish away from the pond and you've got that covering where there is no reflection whatsoever. But I think
we spend a lot of time to be able to take a really good picture. I mean, the people following you and they're on there now and they enter the photo contest, they know about my comments maybe on the koi show when I judge them.
They love them. They think that you're ruthless. So
they think I am ruthless. That is not the case. But I am. Let's say straightforward about taking the picture and stuff. But it is not that easy. I know that.
No. But you was absolutely right in what you said, because what you said was, hey guys, I'm not gonna say that every fish is fantastic, because when you do say that a fish is fantastic, you need us to listen and say, why is it fantastic? If every fish is high quality, it plays it a little bit in terms of when you say, well, this one's really good, but you said the other 39 was really good as well. So where are you going with that? I think for me, for the photo show, and the main thing, it's like with the images that we flash up now, we've got a record, that koi development going through. And here at Elite Koi, we've got that development record of koi going right through from when we very first started, buying the camera and taking the images and keeping that data bank of images.
Yeah, that's why I also like the photo contest, because it's the way I started with the hobby. It's like buying the fish, taking the pictures, taking measurements, and then I wrote down my own expectancies of the fish over the next year. Yeah. And then in the next year, okay, I was sometimes a little bit criticized by my girlfriend taking them out every week, so it was maybe a little bit too much. But there's real value, and in the end of the season, taking a picture again and a video, and the video as well, guys. If you want to judge koi properly, never judge and buy koi only from a picture. The live auctions you do always contain videos as well. And you need them to have an all around good. You need to see a koi swim before you actually buy it. For sure. In my personal opinion. Yeah. But because if you write down your expectancies for a koi, and after the summer, after the growth season, you take a picture again, or the next year even at the same time, and you write down what you see, and then you take your notes back from a year before, and you see where you were wrong. That's where you learn.
Yeah.
That's where you confront yourself with the ideas that were wrong. And if you don't write it down, that's why it's so important. You will have been biased. You say, "Oh, I knew it all along."
Yeah,
I knew it all along. Don't say that won't happen to you. We're all biased like that. We are. We don't even know it's unconsciously present. But that's how you really start building your knowledge.
Yeah.
You can only listen to what other people and what I say tomorrow. You can only listen to it so much. At a certain point, you have to make your own experience.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I quite have to say to the guys and girls that come in, because I mean, we don't do really high quality koi. It's our base is like an affordable, good, healthy fish. But when you're confronted with a pond of, say, 150 toast, I always say to people, if the same koi catches your eye twice, that's the one that's speaking to you. That's the one that you want to pick. And sometimes you don't have to put that into words. It's just
that's something you never need to forget. Like it's not only about quality; it's also about what you like, what speaks to you.
So, how many koi have you got in Japan?
Right now, I think 4 or 5. Some in Azukari. Some are coming to me in April. So, yeah.
What kind of fish do you have, and what breeders?
I had one Sanke at Kondo. It's with Mark from Mark Greatveld from the Koi Food.
Yeah, still an underestimated breed.
Yeah. And I can show it, of course.
So, of course, I had a Azukari koi last year. Really excited. It survived the birds for the summer. That's coming home early December. So
I don't know if the people at home
can
see it.
Maybe that can bring it up.
There we go.
That's a Sanke.
So again, what Tibo was saying about the key Becco,
one from Kondo or
this Kondo, yeah.
The Sumi placement on the opposite shoulder to the Becco, but it's.
Is this one part of the grow out?
Yeah, this is part of the grow out
of Mark's Koi Store, I believe.
Yes, this will be staying till the April of 27. And I got also
you know the exact date, like when he's gonna take out the mud pond.
Yeah, I think 70. And this is from another breeder. This is the
Taniguchi.
Taniguchi. Yeah. Wait a second. That's Thibaut from
What's it doing on your phone?
Yeah, it's just magic. And this is the other. It's a Kohaku. Sorry. And it's from I bought it like a Tosai, and now it's Nishai. and it's now about 48 centimeters.
It's got that big muscle, hasn't
And it will be there until I think May.
This one has a really
Next
strong
year.
body conformation, but also I like the way
And it's a
I
male.
like the way it swims. You know, you can see the tail is very firm, and it swims very graciously. Already shows a lot of power in the bill.
I got also a picture. This was at the Tosai. This is now like knee side.
So this was the toe side there. Well, you can't see me finger, can you?
Yeah.
So as you're looking at that screen, guys.
Yeah. So you can
the coil on the left.
Actually,
is the,
the sashi grew, right?
That's a Tosai.
Because this is Tosai.
Yes.
And this is Nisai.
Yeah.
So you can actually see the sashi there that is bigger actually in this one. So the sashi is where the Benny
is underneath
the scales because the white scale is on top.
Yeah.
Sashi kind of tells us whether the fish is like still has a lot of growth to it and has a healthy structure to grow, because when the sashi is 1 scale to 2 scales, it gives a very healthy indication of good growth, with eventually the possibility of the Benny to be really clear in the white, because if the sashi is too big, like 3 scales or more, it becomes very hard to catch up.
Yeah.
Because either the quality of the shiroji is then maybe a little less, or something else.
So an ideal sashi is 1 to 2 scales deep.
Yeah.
I know it needs to be even across every.
I would say 2 scales.
2 scales. Yeah. It's an interesting one because and sashi will tighten. It will always tighten, won't it, over time?
Yeah, that's because it's not because of the Benny. It's because of
the white skin flow.
As the fish grows, the skin gets thicker as well.
Yeah.
So it becomes less see-through. Because what you see is the Benny scale, where the Benny patterns actually start, because the fish grows the scales from front to back. So the Benny pattern that you see here on the surface already starts here.
Yeah.
So, but there's a white scale on top of it.
Yeah.
So you see through the white scale into the Benny pattern.
So even as the white scale thickens, it becomes less transparent. The Benny's still underneath there. It's just that the white's covered it.
And the shiroji, the white skin, is not something you can really improve. All the other pigmentations, all the other colors are made out of pigmentation cells, which is something you can like develop due to genetics, because how rich is going to be the cell that incorporates the pigmentation, and by feed, water quality, and other
environmental factors
can determine the quality of the pigmentation.
Yeah.
But white is not a pigmentation; it is actually the structure of the skin of the scale that determines how white it's going to be, and the thickness. Because the more chaotic the structure of a scale is, the more it will reflect the light, the more whiter it will be, and that's just pure genetic thing.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That makes some sense,
We've
guys.
started the workshop.
Oh, we started already.
Yeah.
You need to don't need to come tomorrow anymore. Then.
Has anybody got any questions? Fire them in, because we're also looking for questions that Thibaut can answer during his workshop tomorrow. We can go off and find the fish that he's going to use. In terms of what to expect, we're going to use this back room here where we've got these benches to set Thibaut. Could all be around the bowl while he's explaining to us. The day's going to start at 10 o'clock. We'll open in the morning. 11 o'clock, we'll go through the Grand Champion Award. And then after that, we can present your award. I think you've picked your winner already, but I'm going to keep that secret here.
We have been looking into it, yes, and I think...
again, if you want to have a look at the fish that Thibaut's judging for the KoiQuestion Award, if you go onto the Elite Koi Ponds Facebook page and look in the galleries there, the awesome photo show, all the fish that you're picking from are listed there. Leave a comment on them. Let us know what you think about them yourself. Which one would you pick for the KoiQuestion Award? This is.
We would like to know that I will be of every winner that won this year. We will create an in-depth article about that koi fish and publish it on KoiQuestion in several languages. So your fish will become
that'll be become
famous.
worldwide famous. So And then you've got plans, haven't you, to go into Indonesia, Australia, America?
Yeah, we really do. I have the vision that if you really want to have like be out there, you have to know the people.
Yeah.
You have to be out there, so as we are here as well.
Yeah.
And we are going to next week going to visit up some koi dealers here.
Yeah.
Maybe some koi dealers still in the. We doesn't have our agenda fully scheduled. So if you see this and think, hey, it would be nice of them to come over and see my shop, then by all means contact us.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll come along if you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, definitely.
And next week we'll go to visit Mike Shoshakoi.
Yeah.
Met Mike in Japan, and really selected some really splendid koi fish. Unfortunately, we aren't able to see them at the shop because they are only coming in on the 5th, I believe. But no, it's great to be here and to be able to do that. And in the same matter, don't want to be talking about stuff that is not present already, but we do have plans on promoting the koi in other countries as well, of course. As we, for example, have been in Italy in the last 5 years, I believe.
Yeah, you like Italy, don't you? You love the
really
Italian
like
koi
Italy.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but because the Italian, you know how the Italian koi show came to be? It came to be after I did a workshop at Fabio Ciotti. He had a koi lab. He was actually an Italian koi breeder, and I did a workshop over there. And then these hobbyists that came over there to visit the thing. After that, we have a barbecue and a great talk. And there was and these guys actually founded ICA, International Koi Association. After that.
Yeah.
So it was an inspiration to them, and I delivered like the koi vats for the first koi show over there. Put them from a koi society in Belgium, brought them to Italy. So because they had too little vats, or the vats were too little. That was actually the case. So now, always since then, it's been a warm connection, and the hospitality in Italy is great, as well as the food. So yeah. So now it's great to be part actually of building this koi community, and that's what KoiQuestion is about.
Yeah.
It's through sharing knowledge, because sharing knowledge is, I think, the ceiling that every hobbyist hits at one point. You can buy a nice pond, you can buy a filter, but the knowledge you really have to put in your own work in it.
Yeah.
You know, almost all of the rest can be built or bought.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
And if you can see like all the winners I talked to at koi shows, like Philip Popper is the one, like Patrick Marquez, like also in other countries. Like Philip Popper is not some great rich guy that just buys koi and puts them on a koi show. He is a very enthusiastic hobbyist. He is passionate. And the one thing he's really good at is preparing his fish for show.
Yeah.
He really knows what to do with his fish, to put in the body, to put the skin clarity on and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's where he wins prizes, not only in just putting in good koi, because it is, even every koi show is a momentum.
Yeah. And of course, so that's not something you can learn quickly either. That's a long-term project to learn how to present a fish to that condition. Yeah, but he does it consistently, doesn't he? It's not just an odd fluke. It's
that's why I mentioned him specifically. He is the most successful hobbyist in Europe.
Yeah.
So he won over 15 Grand Champion titles, I believe, and of which 7 are with one fish. So he's kept the same fish, or 8, or maybe 10, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
We have him. You can look him on KoiQuestion website. You can look him up.
Yeah.
You can search Magnum Kohaku. That's the Kohaku I'm talking about. Magnum is a bloodline of Sakai.
I can see it now. I can see the fish.
He brought her up for like 5-6 years and win Grand Champion every time again. Then you know something about keeping koi, I can tell you.
Definitely. Yeah. So just going back to tomorrow, we've got your award. Then we think your workshop's going to start about 3 o'clock-ish. We're going to lay on some food at 5 o'clock-ish, have a bit of a chill out. The evening, we're going to have a bit of a social evening. So if anybody wants to come along, you have to bring your own drink of choice. I'll be on Pepsi Max as always.
B.O.B., bring your own bottle.
Yes. and then we'll just see where it takes us. I think. I remember the last time people was reluctant to leave at about 9:30 in the evening, but it's going to be fantastic. If you are coming on, please let us know, just so I know how many people I need to prepare food for and things like that. But it's going to be a fantastic day.
Yeah, looking very much forward to it.
Just see if we've got any questions.
Yes, and so people, if you have any questions, if there are subjects you want us to discuss about tomorrow at the workshop, leave them in the comments. If not now, then when you watch it, because it will be on there, the recording will be on there, and then we will try to look for the koi that depicts that specific kind of theme that you want to learn more about.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I think we should call it there. The battery's about to die. Thank you, Thibaut.
Thanks.
Joe.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
For sure.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.